Well, let's talk some business now. The Debt Management Office has unveiled an initial offering for 2024 comprising two federal government of Nigeria savings bond and for subscription. According to the DMO, the opening date and closing date are scheduled for January 8th and 12th respectively, with settlements stated for January 17th, while coupon payments are expected on April 17th, July 17th, October 17th, and January 17th. The savings bond are offered at 1,000 naira per unit to a minimum subscription of 5,000 and a multiple of 1,000 thereafter, subject to a maximum subscription of 50 million naira, 2 years FGN bonds due January 17, 2026 at the interest rate of 11.03% per annum. 3 years FGN savings bond due on January 17, 2027 at the interest rate of 12.03% per annum. In fulfillment of its commitment to eliminate the backlog of pending matured foreign exchange and deposit money banks, Central Bank of Nigeria has disbursed $61.64 million to foreign airlines through various banks. The Apex Bank's Acting Director of Corporate Communications, Mrs. Hakama Sidi Ali, in a statement issued in Abuja, said the initiative was part of the CBN's effort to reduce its remaining liabilities to the airlines. According to her, the past 3 months, the CBN has also redeemed outstanding forward liabilities of close to $2 billion. Recall that the total trapped fund of foreign airlines in the country is pegged at about $800 million US. The federal government has been asked to advise the exit of multinational firms, advised to check the exit of multinational firms from leaving the country by implementing key measures like transparency in the foreign exchange dealings, supporting indigenous private sector and industries, as well as creating more enabling environment for businesses to thrive. The Director General of the Nigerian Employees Consultative Association, Mr. Adewale Oyerinde, made this known again on our flagship business show today, Business Nigeria.
If you mention 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 businesses that have left, there's a dangerous blind spot. Let's take a business like NAMPAC that have left, or let's pick a multinational leaving your environment. You probably will. Your blind spot is that there are many other businesses in that value chain that are supplying that business's input. So those businesses that will have left, you run the risk of every other business along that value chain that are supplying inputs to those businesses. You run the risk of also losing them. So when you count 10,000 employees from NAMPAC leaving or XYZ company leaving, the blind spot is that the other companies that are not in the forefront, that are supplying inputs to this particular organization, they also run the risk of shutting down.
True.
So we look at the front line, that look at 5 companies have left, and 5 might just be a reasonable number to you or to those in government, but it's a crisis for us in the private sector. It's crisis for the unemployment rate. It's crisis for issue of insecurity. Because if those guys should leave, 10,000 young persons losing their jobs, then where are they going? So it's a multifaceted challenge that government must take a critical look at. Beyond the ones that have been identified, what happens to the whole value chain of that industry?
To some company news, Africa's global bank, United Bank for Africa, UBA PLC, has joined the elite group of companies with a market capitalization of over 1 trillion naira as its share price value hits 29 naira 90 kobo per share, a 250% price appreciation from 7 naira 60 kobo in January 2023. At the close of trading earlier today, the bank's market capitalization hits 1.02 trillion mark, making it the most capitalized financial institution in Nigeria. A remarkable lift from 283.8 billion naira at the beginning of 2023. UBA's 1 trillion naira market cap comes amidst the bank's shares being named as the highest performing stock in the banking sector in 2023, which underscores the bank's robust growth trajectory and unwavering market confidence. According to the chairman of the UBA group, Mr. Tony Elumelu, the bank's remarkable journey in 2023, which ended with its shares being acclaimed as the highest performing stock within the banking sector, reflects the commitment to delivering unparalleled value to shareholders and stakeholders alike. On his part, the UBA's Group Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Oliver Lauba, while expressing delight at the bank's performance, said the bank has continued to set benchmarks in the banking sector and reinforcing its position as Africa's global bank of choice. And another trading week begins at the stock market, where investors' interest in high-yielding securities continue to push trades to higher levels. Effiong has more.
The stock market has continued with its towering status and performance as investors maintain steady run for high-yielding stocks. Since the start of the new year, the market has attracted more funds and huge attention as investors build up portfolios against the annual dividends of quoted companies. The index ticked upward at 0.83%, signifying gains on investment. FCMB made the biggest gain, which almost hits a percentage point on the back of strategic bidding for its shares. Others with outstanding gains were Access Holding, CNI Leasing, Abe Building Society, and Airlines. The downward traders with losses were Beja Paint, Chip PLC, Cadbury, Custodian Insurance, and Keveton Aviation. The bullish run in the market is expected to go through the entire month of January. Effiong Ekop, TVC News, Lagos.
Well, and almost finally, energy vehicle group China Evergrande stock stumbled by 23% over the detained firm's vice chairman, Mr. Louis Yungdo, as trade resumed. The share fell as low as 32 cents after being suspended from the trading session, but regaining ground and were last down 1.2%. The stocks plunged 18.6% in the first week of 2024, and for its shares to sell to U.S.-listed NWTN, which has been scrapped. According to the electric vehicle arm of the property developer, Mr. Liu has been detained, and Mr. Liu has been detained on suspicion of crimes. Recall that filing in late September reveals that the chairman and founder of parent group, Mr. Hyun Kang-yong, has been under investigation for suspected crimes.